Well, another day of cold and snowy conditions across Michiana. I'm ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Jamie Martin. It looks like the snow will continue. We even have a little bit of lake effect snow advisory staying in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. The very latest on the snow and the cold coming up. ABC 57 News at 5 starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 5.
Well, right now, LaPorte road crews are going with a low sodium diet for the roadways, the salt shortage, and how it could affect your drive. Also, police say they know how a young man ended up in a Benton Harbor front yard, dead and frozen in the snow. We have got late-breaking details on this mysterious discovery. Plus,
he said, "I'm going for a ride. I'll talk to you later." I never got to talk to him again.
A joyride that left a 12-year-old boy dead and his close friend in critical condition in the hospital. Tonight, we are hearing from family and friends. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Chappell. Brian Dorman has the night off. We start tonight with the latest on that teenage joyride that turned deadly earlier this week. 14-year-old Brandon Burr got behind the wheel early Tuesday morning and crashed into a tree. His 12-year-old friend and passenger, Adrian Chiquito, the boy on the right of your screen, died on impact. New tonight, we are hearing from those boys' family and friends. ABC 57's Jasmine Norwood sat down with them today. She joins us live now with the very latest in Niles. Jasmine.
That's right, Kim. For the past few days, we've been trying to check up on that 14-year-old driver, Brandon. Last we heard, he was going into emergency brain surgery. And I talked with one of his cousins today. She tells me he made it through surgery, but he still doesn't know that his friend Adrian was killed in that crash.
It was right before it happened. We were Snapchatting and he said, "I'm going for a ride. I'll talk to you later." I never got to talk to him again.
Emily Williams says she had no idea that would be her last time talking to her friend.
He was always there when I needed to talk. I just wished it was just a dream.
Early Tuesday morning, 14-year-old Brandon Burr and 12-year-old Adrian Chiquito hopped in the family car and went for a joyride. But they never made it home. Friends of Brandon and Adrian tell me the two were inseparable. They say Adrian looked up to Brandon
like a big brother.
Jada Wilbert worries that even if Brandon makes a full recovery, he'll be crushed when he finds out Adrian is gone.
I feel really bad for him because I wouldn't be able to make it knowing that my best friend's dead.
Friends and family are fundraising to help Adrian's family cover funeral costs.
I'm a mother, so if it was my kid, I would want somebody out there helping me raise the money.
Tara Austin says all she and her kids have of Adrian now are memories, but they are good memories.
I hope you guys have enough money to make the funeral for him so he can peacefully go.
Now, both Brandon and Adrian were very active at Brandywine Middle School. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, I talked with their superintendent. Hear why he says this accident hits very close to home. Reporting live in Niles, Jasmine Norwood, ABC 57 News.
And again, that driver, 14-year-old Brandon Burr, is still in a South Bend hospital. He is in critical but stable condition at this point. Family says they are just taking it one day at a time. Federal and local authorities arrested a Michigan City man for having child porn and for child molestation. They spent months investigating this man, Lynn Johnson, and raided his Michigan City home on Fogarty Street. Investigators found child porn inside and evidence that led to additional child molestation charges. Detectives are worried there may be more victims since Lynn took care of children. If you know someone who ever left their child with Johnson, you should call Michigan City Police immediately. We have new information tonight on a story we first told you about yesterday on ABC 57 News at 5. A teen's body was found frozen in the snow on New Year's Day, and now we know more about what happened. Tonight, Benton Harbor police tell us the body was that of 18-year-old Carrington Penny. According to police, Penny's body wasn't injured, and a preliminary toxicology report showed he had a lot of alcohol and other drugs in his system. Police said it's likely that he passed out and then froze to death. His death has been ruled accidental. And now turning our attention to the weather, where heavy, continuous snowfall in the past 24 hours has really kept those snowplow drivers very busy. INDOT says more than 170 plow drivers have been on the road since the snow started falling. And tonight we do have team weather coverage for you with more lake effect snow on the way tonight. ABC 57's reporters are spread out from South Bend to LaPorte, and our chief meteorologist Jamie Martin is tracking a lake effect snow advisory that is in effect overnight. But we do start tonight with ABC 57's Daryl Bajoris live for us in LaPorte, where the county's salt supplies are nearly gone. Daryl.
Kim, officials here tell me they're not out of salt just yet, but if we don't catch a break from this frigid weather, they could be in trouble. Michiana's roads are blanketed with snow, meaning motorists face the difficulty of steering and stopping on streets that are icy.
It snows and snows and snows and doesn't really accumulate that much, but it's just a nuisance.
A nuisance Bob Young has to manage. Superintendent of LaPorte County's Highway Department, he's in charge of determining how much salt to dish out and when. A job that hasn't been easy this winter. Constant snowfall has forced the county to use more salt than in years past, and now they're waiting on another shipment.
It's a little nerve-wracking at times. Are they going to get it to us or not? But I'm confident that they will.
Right now, he and other area highway departments are experiencing delays in delivery. Young says the department's reserves aren't at critically low levels, but if the weather keeps up, he may have to reach out to county officials for more funds.
Shaping up to be a good old-fashioned winter, because we've got at least 2 months of hard winter in front of us. So I guess, we'll just have to keep doing what we do and plugging away at it and see what happens.
And drivers will have to do the same. But with snow and frigid temps expected next week, there's an added sense of urgency to get those materials out on the roadways. Now, the superintendent tells me in the 30 years that he's been here, LaPorte County has never ran out of salt. But if that were to happen, they'd have to rely on neighboring communities for help. Reporting live in LaPorte County, Daryl Bajoris, ABC 57 News.
And unfortunately, Jamie, they are going to be going through more salt
yes.
next week, a lot of it with these cold temperatures.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just one after another. We just haven't caught really much of a break. We get 1 or 2 days of calm weather, and that's about it. Right now, we're still not calm yet. We still have winter weather advisories in effect for a big chunk of the area, including the metro area to Elkhart, Goshen, down to Warsaw and Rochester. That's going to be in that purple color. That actually only goes till 6 o'clock. Then that will expire. However, in the lighter green, that's from Benton Harbor all the way to LaPorte, down towards Knox. So Stark County, LaPorte County, Berrien County, underneath some lake effect snow advisories, not warnings, but advisories until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. An additional 1 to 3 inches of snow expected the further west and northwest you go. And here it is. There is snow still out there. It's nudging just into our extreme northwestern counties here on ABC 57 First Warning Doppler radar. A nice little break for most of the area, but as you head over towards Michigan City, just outside of LaPorte, we are picking up a little more of that snow coming in off the lake from Jackson Street, Dewey Street, all the way to Buffalo Street. That's going to be moving its way off towards the south, heading to Kingsford Heights at 553, Wanata at 558. And we are definitely on the cold side. We're still looking at temperatures mainly in the lower teens across the area. So the cold weather's with us. We're going to see the return of more snow as we head towards the weekend. We'll talk more about that and some very cold Arctic air on the way by next week with your 10-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Kim.
And Indiana State Police want to make sure that you're being extra careful while driving in this kind of weather. Here are some tips for safe driving tonight. Allow extra time to get wherever it is you're going. Also, don't set your car on cruise control on slick roads. Turn your headlights on even during the daytime, and don't get distracted with electronics while you're driving. Also, move over or slow down for emergency and highway vehicles and, of course, those snowplows. Also developing tonight, ABC 57 has confirmed that a St. Joseph County woman has died of H1N1 flu. Dr. Thomas Felger from the County Health Department told us the 25-year-old woman died in Chicago just a few days ago from that disease. He says that she had not been vaccinated against the flu. Tonight, Dr. Felger said this should be a warning to all of us and urges everyone to go get a flu shot. Also right now, folks all across Michiana are paying their respects to Army Staff Sergeant Jesse Williams. Williams was killed in December 17th when his helicopter went down in Afghanistan. ABC 57's Rachel Brown joins us live from Granger Community Church, where his visitation is now underway. Rachel. And that visitation just started about an hour ago, and from what we've seen, it's veterans, family, and friends, young and old, going in to say one last goodbye. Also today, a flag line was formed outside of that church right around 3:30 to honor that fallen hero. It's in tradition of respect in every military funeral. And inside, loved ones gathered around Williams' coffin, which was covered with an American flag. Williams, who was killed in action in Afghanistan at the young age of 30, leaves behind many family members, including a young daughter. Patriot Guard Captain Russ Bauer says it's important we all understand the sacrifice that Williams made.
Our job is to make sure that the community and the family knows that that the general public appreciates their sacrifice, and we're here to honor Jesse.
And visitation lasts until 8 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow there will be another visitation before the funeral service starts at 1 o'clock. Also tonight, Elkhart General Medical Group has a new name. They are now the Beacon Medical Group to reflect the group's new position with Beacon Health System, the parent company of both Elkhart General and Memorial Hospital here in South Bend. And new laws in Michigan taking effect this week will create the state's first mental health court program. Now that court aims to keep criminals who have mental health issues from becoming repeat offenders by helping them get treatment. Well, take a look at this. The beachfront is for everybody now in LaPorte County. The LaPorte County judge has ruled that the public does have as much right to be on the Lake Michigan shoreline as private property owners. The ruling affects the space between the water's edge and the ordinary high water mark. The bell ringing season might be over, but there is still time and a way that you can help the Salvation Army reach their goal this year. The Salvation Army in St. Joseph County fell short of their seasonal goal by $90,000, and that shortfall means 500 families in St. Joseph County won't be able to get help from the food pantry or get other services that the Salvation Army provides. But they're still accepting some donations by mail through the month of January. You can also donate through their website, mycroc.org.
Well, you might have just seen a little bit of sunshine peek through today, but that's going to be gone for the rest of this evening and overnight. We've got more snow coming back in off the lake, and that lake effect snow could be heavy at times. More on the lake effect snow and those advisories just ahead.
And that snow system has the eye of forecasters out east. We've got the latest on the bitter blast gripping the nation. Also, he is trapped in Russia for leaking information, but a few publications say bring Edward Snowden back to the States. Also in Russia, commuters are really feeling the burn below ground, why their legs might be sore after riding the subway ahead of the Winter Olympics.